Hi everyone, my name is Cleus Glory Young. As many of you are aware, I am the proud author of the Airport Adventure Live Safely bookazine and also the creator of the Kite Family, which are the main characters within the story portion of the Airport Adventure. I wanted to come on here today just to share some updates with you about our previous event that we just debuted within the community. The Airport Adventure Book Tasting Community Engagement Event. It's been a couple days now since we debuted the event, and I'm still trying to wrap my mind or my thoughts around what word or what words or what phrase do I use to really capture the essence of what really went on at the event? And it's like, I can't find the word. I can't find the words or even the phrase. And I've done tons of other community events before, but none of them are in comparison to the book tasting event. I walked away from that event feeling a little different. I started to think differently. My perspective about certain things within the community got adjusted. Before the event, I used to think that it was a tedious process that we had to go through to try to resolve or solve some of these complex issues that have been plaguing us for centuries. And what I mean by this, I often listen to some of the speeches from Marcus Garvey. He did some of these speeches way back, over 100 years ago. And I'm listening to some of the things that he's addressing and realizing that in 2021, we're addressing the same issues that he was addressing over 100 years ago. So when I started to look at the community, I was like, wow, it's almost like we're going to take 1,000,000 years to fix this complexity that we're dealing with in the community. But after this event, this book tasting event, I walked away and I'm saying to myself, no, it's not that hard. It's not that tedious. It's not that complex. It's something rather simple and easy that we can address and resolve. And I looked at it from these angles. I listened attentively to what was being shared with some of the participants as they participated in the event during the event itself. I listened attentively to some of the things that people came up to me and shared afterwards. I listened attentively to the phone calls that some people from the event called me and shared their insights and what they got out of the event. I read the text messages of some of the people that text me afterwards, and I read them carefully over and over again. And I was like, wow. I saw some of the posts that were made on social media of some of the people that were in attendance of the event. And when I saw these things from all these different angles, I was like, no, it's not that complex. It's not that tedious. It's not that difficult to really resolve these things that are plaguing us for so long. So, for me, I started to think. And I went on this concept where I saw the consensus of coming up with two cases of things that we need to really do when we go into the community. The first case is that we have to present ourselves as people who are genuine, who are sincere, and who are authentic to those that we're serving. Because it makes, what is it that we're giving them? It makes it more digestible for them. And it makes it easier for them to trust and understand what is it that we're attempting to do. When we're sincere, when we're authentic, when we're genuine about who we are and what we're doing, then people within the community that we're serving, they can feel it. And they're more open to what is it that we're giving them. And the second case is around the complexity issue. If things are too complex for people, they can't solve these complexity for themselves or for other people. So what we did in the book tasting event is that we took these complex issues and we broke them down in layman terms where they're now relatable to these people that were in attendance. And that's why they share those things, whether within the event, after the event, within the text messages, or the phone calls, or even the posts on social media. So my consensus is that it's not that difficult to solve these things that we're plagued with within the community. First, we have to be genuine, we have to be sincere, and we have to be authentic to those who we're serving. And it comes across totally different. And if you're giving people things to solve, don't give them from a complex standpoint. Make it more relatable to them. Make it more in layman terms. Make it where they can digest it. And that's what we did. So I know it's not that complex. It's rather easy for us to solve these problems. So that's that. But beyond that, what I really want to do, I want to take the moment right now to really thank 3 sets of people. The first set of people are those who were sharing the event, whether online or in person. Listen, it's a book tasting event. What is a book tasting? Nobody really knew except myself. So thank you if you were out there and sharing the concept of this context of book tasting. So thank you for that. The second set of people are those who were in attendance. Thank you so much for coming out. Again, book tasting. What is a book tasting? Nobody knew. So for you to take your quality time out of your busy or hectic schedule to come and participate in this event, thank you so much. And the third set of people that I really want to thank are those that was within the small circle of my team that helped me to plan and execute this event. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And here's one of the reasons why I'm thanking you. Even though there was an agenda to carry out for the event, they saw the agenda, but they didn't know what materials or what details I was going to share. For instance, on the agenda, it says a presentation. They didn't know what I was going to present in that presentation. So it was almost like a blind faith. All right, Cleus, you're going to do a presentation. We're coming with you. We're helping you to plan. There's going to be an experiment. Like, they didn't know what was going to be in the experiment. There was going to be a handout. They didn't know what was going to be an handout, even though the agenda was actually listing these things. So they were right there with me, helping me to plan and execute the event. So thank you so much for that. Now they're able to see what went on in the materials that were shared and how the people reacted to it. So thank you for being on the team as we move forward. And what I mean by that, this event took place in North Philadelphia. We have another one that's coming up. We're going to do a series of events throughout the community. So this one is going to be Saturday, August 7th at the ACAF building, which is located at 221 South 52nd Street, Philadelphia, PA 19139, which is basically 52nd and Chancellor in West Philadelphia. So if you're in the area and you're able to come out, please do so. You'll see what the book tasting is all about. Again, Saturday, August 7th from 1 to 4 p.m. at the ACAF building, which is located at 52nd and Chancellor. If you're in the area and you want to participate, come on down. In the meantime, I just want to say, be safe, stay healthy, and build new possibilities. God bless.